Hello my friends, I'm back again with exercise number 52. It's cold now in Europe, November is getting cold, you come with a bicycle to the recording place and you see the hands are cold and you feel you need some exercise, so it's the right moment to talk about the hand and about the fingers. That quite a lot of people asked me when they talked about the exercises, why don't you speak about the fingers? You have already more than 50, and what about fingers? Because I don't think it's difficult to know, like on piano or like on violin. It's just opening and closing keys. And to be together means to have one movement and not four, and not do this. But I know that some people, they're suffering a bit from finger problems. It has to do with the position of the hand that are on the instrument. I will show that later. But let's make it easy and just look how is the hand actually functioning, and then look what we need for the oboe of that. The hand is quite a new thing in the evolution, and so probably the apes, the gorillas, and coming to us, they all even have hands on the feet, but so it's quite new. So I will later talk about the evolution. Now, just to explain what the doctor explained, Dr. Friend explained to me how is the hand working. The hand has two kinds of movement, two kinds of muscle. One is here, that does this. This is when you see how the babies, the first thing, lie looking everywhere, and then they start to do this. One, maybe one, but they won't do it separate until a certain time. They start to discover that the finger can separate themselves. So in the evolution, the hand is one block. Imagine a duck with skin there that you can swim. So this is one movement, and the other block of muscles are here to do this. This. Don't for the oboe. Why should I use this just to open and close keys? It's just here. So there comes an exercise for it. So this we have, we need that for the evolution, has given us these for suitcases, for power things, or like climbing up the walls. We need that. So, and our friends pianists, they need that because they have to do as if all the fingers would be the same. And our friends violinists, they need that because it's another position. It's not opening and closing keys. It's going down to a string. We have it more easy. Opening, closing. Feel the skin in between the fingers. And it cannot be that it's not together. It's one movement. It's one movement coming from here. Now, how can we exercise this? We have to have it in front of us so we can control. One hand is here. This is the exercise. When you do this, you feel just the tendons to move in your arm. When you do that, so you use the second and the third articulation, you feel the power here. This is many activities we use that. Don't use it for the oboe. You have just to open keys and to close keys. And they have to be together. So you feel the difference here. So, and then, when you tell to a pianist that for your small finger you have longer keys, they get jealous because they have to be all the fingers the same on the same way. They have to train that the fifth is like it's the second, and that he has also power. And then for us it's just the finger is smaller, so the keys are longer. Thank you. It's just so nice. On the other hand, he has to do quite a lot of keys. You saw I cut this one because I want to go have a G with the low B key. And I don't want to hit the G sharp key makes a G sharp instead of a G, which is quite odd. So I cut for my oboe this key because I need it together with the second, with the left E flat, and not together with the B never. So I don't agree that this should be there. Okay, but for the finger means he has this territory to fix, and maybe here. So also those keys are made to the finger. They are made to the finger. So the pianists get jealous. It's so easy, the oboe technique. Yeah, and what rests is opening and closing. So we go to the exercise. Put the hand in front of you so that you can, for once, you can see it. Yeah? About tempo of 1 second. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Don't use those. So think a big apple, small apple, or big orange, small orange. So this is basically the movement. It should be in like one mask, that don't use those two. 1, 2. So now this, you feel that the warmth here inside the hand, you feel the warmth, and you feel the warmth of the skin. That is a little bit skin massage. The hand gets warmer when you do this. It's also to work against cold hands, because you get a small massage here of the skin and you get the muscle here working. Now, this is obvious that this is one movement and not 4. So I take the second off and the other ones go on with the same movement, the one movement, the only one movement that the hand can make there. Then the third goes off and the only one movement goes on. It's just like 2 fingers are on the clutch and 2 fingers not. Now the fifth is alone. He is representative of that movement. He is representative of that movement that we felt here, that is the whole hand. There are 3 fingers on the clutch. I put them on the thumb, and 1 is representing that whole movement. If he does strange things, it's because he has a known muscle from here to give him strength for the people that have to carry suitcases or a lot of things that he needs to be strong, to have the hand like something to work with, to pull something, and you can block. This is here. Don't use it for oboe. It's useless. When you see your 5th finger, how can you then open and close with the others together if he makes a known movement? It's very hard to get. It's very hard to get this together. But if it's just a ciao, 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 very easy. Then, when you have this, maybe first you see this strange thing. You just have to start to relax here. Less power, relax, make sleep this part of the arm, and just cut off the energy. Then you see the finger fall down, and you can behave normally, but he represents the whole hand. The 4th comes back, the 3rd comes back. I'm doing it a bit faster, just for you not to get too bored. And the 2nd comes back. Off. And you do the same thing with the left hand. And then you do the same thing with the 2 hands. How many movements is this? It's 1. It's not 2 and it's not 8. This, and no way that this cannot be together. If you step in a bus and then suddenly it stops, sometimes in some cities the bus drivers are really quite ruthless, and the people are standing, they would like to actually to see them falling, so they just stop and so you do this. How many movements? It's 1 movement, the foot, because it's the movement to hold yourself. It's not 10, never. It's not 2, 1, 2. No, it's 1. And so this is 1. Open and close keys is 1 movement. So we have to, every day, this you can do also in the train, or on the toilet or in the bar, it's no problem. You don't need an elbow. So feel that there's one movement inside your hand, and feel that here is nothing, and feel that this articulation and this articulation should not participate. Otherwise, how could you get the fingers together on your oboe if you use those, if it's the nature, long time ago in the evolution, gave us this first. And that's why the babies, when they are very young, smaller, they can do, so the first they can do the ciao ciao, father goes to work, ciao papa, ciao, 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 ciao. And later they find out that, oh, it can be one finger. This is newer in the evolution. So we oboists, we are prehistoric. We don't need this. We just open and close keys with our hand. No, this is complete basic. Whenever you see this on your hand, try to feel the skin in between the fingers. And you go down, you go up. And maybe down is just falling down. Many will do this, that's happening. And we do down and up. Why? What is this? This comes from there. Down, up. Why down, up? It's wrong because it's still involved that. You're still historic, in a historic hand. You should be a prehistoric hand. So it's thinking back. I will explain this in another exercise. So for now, I see many students that struggle in the first moment. They go down, making the fingers right, and then they go up with the hand. You can never do this on oboe. And this comes from here. You should imagine that this is, some doctor has narcotized this, and you cannot move anything, you cannot feel, just here. And now the speed is another thing. We have to be fast. This is another thing. This muscle, now you see gently, it must be fast. But this is another exercise. For the moment, until here. Bye-bye.